TinkerCAD tips. In my prior tutorial, I was working on this practical print, a grommet here for like a hole in a desk. And I had noted when I was done that there was a little bit of excessive material here. So let's address that. But at the same time, let's also talk about a couple of different ways of setting the height of this little barb or ridge above or below, as it would be, the height of the cap itself. So let's back out here. Let's go ahead and ungroup this. And for now, these cutouts here, I'm going to go ahead and select the two of these, and I'm going to hit Control-H to hide them. Right, let's talk about a couple different ways to set the height of this purple barb here. One way that we could do this is with the ruler tool. Let's first take our work plane and set that on this cap here, the base of this cap, and then we're going to click on our ruler tool and bring that out here. Now, if we click on this barb, one of the measurements that we can get to is the height of this barb from the work plane, which happens to be 14.8. So we could come over here, let's say, and make that 10. So that would be 10 millimeters from the top of the bottom of the cap to the flat part of that barb. Or we could say that it was, let's say, 13 millimeters. That would be one way of doing it. Another way, we could dismiss the ruler here. Now, while our work plane is still located on the bottom of this cap, we could bring out another object. And let's just bring that out, and of course it's going to place it on the work plane. Let's go ahead and set the height of this work plane, well, let's say to 13. Okay. Now what we could do is we could take our work plane tool, click on the top of that. It becomes the new work plane. We could then click on the barb here, this purple cone, and hit D to drop it to the work plane, which it's already there. That would be another way of doing that. Let's go ahead and back out here. Let's go ahead and get rid of that cube. Let's put the work plane back on the default here. All right, now let's go ahead and address trimming the bottom of this here. I'm going to bring back some objects here. I'm going to hit Control-Shift-H. And for now, let's rehide that rectangle and that rectangle. And you see here, I just have a cylinder that I've brought out. Let's go ahead and change our snap grid to off, allow us the most granularity. Let's zoom in a bit here. I'm going to select on that whole cylinder, and holding down the Control key, I'm going to use my down cursor key right up until, if we look here, we'll zoom in here, and I'm going to keep doing that until it just intersects that barb. There we go. Let's go ahead and select all of that. Hit Group. There we go. We have that part. Now I'm going to hit Control-Shift-H to unhide those two rectangles again. I'm going to select all of that and click Group. There we go. Now the bottom of that looks a little bit nicer than it did before. We have a nice angle on this barb. And I showed you a couple different ways of measuring the height or the distance between the bottom of the cap here and the bottom side of that barb. TinkerCAD tips. Like, follow, and share, and we'll catch you on the next one.